Hello out there! This is Interesting Ways to Kill People in Magic, and I am your host, Dead Serious. So, I have gone back to like a really simple deck that I used to play all the time, and I don't anymore because I got sucked into some of the new cool cards. But I made some adjustments to it. I think I'm going to make another adjustment. But basically, this was the deck. Let's get Roaming Throne over there, and let's put Sheoldred over there. So mostly it was this, not Virtue, some other Clerics and some other removal. With the goal of getting out Shadow-Rite Priest here, which when you sack another Cleric for 5, you can pull a black creature. Really, you don't have a lot of great options for black creatures. Green, there's like so many creatures that end the game, but you do have Toxrill. Now, of course, Toxrill can be killed by removal or whatever, but it is a great card. Like it really does turn the opposite army weaker and weaker and weaker. And if you can get at least 1 or 2 hits on it, it can be really good. And then normally you can jump, go through. The thing I want to change is Voice of the Blessed. It's got 3. I'm going to put 4 in. It really is the knife that is cutting the enemy's throat most of the time. So we're going to do that, and we're going to dump 1 Anointed Peacekeeper, which is okay. Mostly what is happening is I am winning the game by calling up Toxrill, or I'm getting Voice of the Blessed. But we've got our good old friend here, Sadistic Pilgrim, which does something I love, and that is punish your enemy for when a creature dies. I love that. When one of my creatures dies, I really want the enemy to feel it. So he does that, and when we, or she, or whatever, and when we throw out Roaming Throne, which of course doubles any trigger of a particular creature type, you get a lot of action happening, right? A lot of triggers happening, and triggering is good in Magic because it's stuff happening that you aren't paying for, and the more stuff that is happening on your side, generally the closer you are to winning. It's not always true, but it's not a bad thing to think about. So let's see how this has been going. We don't have any sideboard because I never make sideboards. It's 12.0, so you can see I made a couple of iterations before it. And I haven't seen anybody playing Cleric, and I don't know why, because it's been doing really well. I think I might. The only things that I'm thinking about is there's a black card that basically doubles damage for you. That it's not really true, but sort of. And there's also what was the other black card I was thinking about? There was another black card I wanted, a life card I was thinking about throwing in there, creature card. But ooh, that is a rough pull. Rough pull. We're gonna have to mulligan that. That is a lot better, though not as great. Okay, and we're gonna dump that, even though it gives me 2 creatures, and that would be great. I really like Preacher of the Schism here. Preacher of the Schism is an amazing card that does a lot of stuff. It makes tokens. It gains life. It really is like a card that just does so many things. So, and a lot of people slept on it for a long time. Like it really didn't make its way. And I saw it right away because it was a cleric, and I love tribal. And I started using it, but of course, people are using it far better than I, and I'm stealing their ideas. Let's go with Lunarch Veteran first. This guy's going to be a soldier deck. He's going to play a Nim at some point, maybe next. He's already got other soldiers get +1. Yeah, you attack. You take that. I'll take that damage. I'll take your damage, sir. Here's a wall of annoyance for you. There. For a 3-mana card, it's ridiculous. Like it has death touch just to begin with, but it's also 2/4. Like that's an amazing wall in this game. Like starting off in this game, like you can really hold off a lot of different types of decks with a 2/4, and when you put death touch on it, it just becomes all the sweeter. It's a ridiculous card. All right, we're gonna play good old blah 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 of the Pilgrim. Basically, the card that gives you life for creatures and takes life away when creatures die. And now we are going to not attack. And he's just going to build up his army. He wants to get out his Virtue. Oh, he's got another one. So he's got Siege Veteran. So he's just going to start plussing 1 counters all over everything. And oh, good, we've got some flying. So let's throw that up. Not a lot of flying, just the one bat. But we are gaining a lot of life. And no, we're not going to attack. We're going to wait. And see, like one more land, and I can call up Toxrill, and like this starts to diminish right away. Like he'll probably quit. Ugh, couldn't be a land, right? I can't really do anything with that. It's -3, so let's play. He's got flying now, which is bad because I only have the one flying, and I can keep that, right? No, it's a sorcery. Yeah, let's play you. Take that life. And nope. And we're going to use you to block. What is this anyway? Whenever another creature with 2 or power or less. Really? You went all in on that card, eh? Okay, you really went all in on that card. Yeah, you know what? I will totally kill that card. You can do something from the graveyard with it though. I forget what. And why does he get those? Whenever another creature would put what? Graveyard put a +1. Others what? Oh, because he's got the soldiers. Dumb. I'm dumb. I really need another land. And no, no, no. Well, that's bad. Yeah, might as well. Fuck, throw that out there too. Go for it. Chumbawamba. Them's a lot of counters. I mean, I made fun of this card because you never see it actually. I've never seen anyone play this card. Honestly, I play a lot of Magic. It is he's using it well though. I mean, it's not bad. I think it's more luck than skill though, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, feel free to tell me I'm wrong. It's all right. Being wrong is cool. It means you're going to learn something. And another one of those, eh? We couldn't get a. You know what? Let's get rid of that because we can actually get rid of it. And that's all we're going to do. Oh yeah, that's right. It's going to make a bunch of those. Right. I'm stupid. I screwed myself. Let me oops that. Oops. Because that was dumb. That's real good. That's the first time I've ever seen that work out actually. Because that's a soldier. Is that why? Yeah. So he really, I mean, it worked out, and those are soldiers too. Yeah. I guess I've just never seen one. This is really good synergy. This is like way better synergy than most soldier decks. But that's a 5 card. Like that's a 5 mana card. Like that is very hard to get out. Like I've been sitting here forever waiting for 5 mana. Like I've needed 5 mana for like the last 4 turns. And I don't think there's anything I can do. He can come in for 24. Those are going to be. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I mean, he overwhelmed. My deck overwhelms, but his deck is extremely good at overwhelming. I also did something incredibly stupid to help him out. So, yeah, and there's a Nim. Yeah, that's it. That a Nim was definitely wanted early. Well, that's good. That's an interesting. I got to explore that angel, but 4 is so expensive. 5 is so expensive. I think it's 2 white too. Like so, you're really wow. It's real. Like he really lucked out. He really lucked out on the 5 mana. Well, I wonder what that would have looked like if he'd only been at 4 mana and we'd been facing up. I think we both probably would be doing the same thing, just clicking to get to the 5 mana so we can do something. Or this is pretty good. This is like I know this is actually really good because we've got 2 life gathers and a voice of the blessed, right? So the blessed is gonna just start taking off right away. And put you out. Please don't kill it. McLuck. Oh, that's a good name. Blue. Good. I don't have to pay anything. I'm gonna play this. Tack. some people like I don't know if you've ever watched chess live, but sometimes you watch people play chess and you see the guy, whoever's got the first move or whatever makes the move, and then the other person sits there and like they take like a good solid minute to figure out what they're going to do. And I'm sure if I understood chess, I'd be like, wow, this guy's really deep thinking it. But like, that's what seems to happen in Magic sometimes. Like someone throws down their card, their one card, their one land, and now they're like, I gotta really from here on, I gotta figure out my strategy. I play your deck, man. If your deck is doing well. That being said, I make mistakes. Don't make mistakes, but play your deck, and trust in the fact that that you've play tested your. I hope you've play tested your deck, and if you haven't, you're making modifications. But if you trust your deck, at least I do, it generally works out. Yeah, this is real bad now because we're gonna put out Cleric. These are gonna each double, and this is gonna go to 8, I think. Am I right? Do you become 8? Yeah, you do. That's 10? Oh, even better. 12? Why? Well, what did I do wrong? I don't understand how that got to 12, which is dumb. I should really understand. And I should attack with everybody. That's fine. How did that get to 12? I put this down. That goes 1, 2, 3, 4. It was at 4. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, whenever another. I don't understand. I'm too stupid. Step and Razor, if you watch this, if you could figure out why that went to 10 or 12 instead of 8, I'd really like that. But as you can see, trigger, 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 right? So Throne is important, but not necessary, because if Throne hadn't come out, that would have gone to 6. Still devastating amount of damage to happen. But this has been doing really well against a lot of stuff. Like as long as I don't get mana screwed, it makes me want to put ramp in, but there's no space for it. There is literally no space for ramp in there. I always get these. I always feel like it's wasted when I get like a dual card. Or I mean like a dual use card. I'm just like I could have used that card for something good, and now I gotta like spend it here and got ripped off. That's what I feel. I feel like I got ripped off. Like I went to the arcade and I figured out all the tickets are worthless. So it's an all will be one deck, which means he's going to have tons and tons of wipe or tons and tons of draw. It'll be one or the other. Because he wants to get this calendar up. He wants to get all will be one out right away. But you know what? I'm going to let him build up that calendar for a while so I can demoralize him and take it away. So everybody always talk. Here's something that people talk about. We always talk about strategy, right? Like we talk about the ability to accomplish something using the tools in front of you. But you have to remember that there is a person on the other side, right? And they have a mental state, and you can. There's the wipe, and they have a mental state, and you can absolutely affect that mental state. And I'm not saying you're going to make them crazy, but like you can make them angry, right? By like continuously wiping their board. Like that can be an actual part of your strategy. Because frustration is a advantage when your enemy is suffering from it. Sun Tzu said it like however many thousands of years ago. It's true now. You've seen it a million times. You saw it on the playground when you were a kid. You saw like Bobby get mad because he couldn't get the ball, and all Bobby does is get angry and rage like a bull. It doesn't make Bobby better. It just makes Bobby look like a fool. I think we need to kill that. And so you can do that to your foe with certain kinds of decks. You have to like demoralizing your opponent is always a good idea. If you can figure a way to make them and I don't mean it in a mean way, but sad or unhappy, that is an advantage. So right now he's got the Millennium Calendar out. He's got it at 18. This is pretty much a win condition if he can throw out all will be one next turn and survive, which he's got a pretty good chance of since he's got Koth here, who can destroy a bunch of these right now because he can do 3 damage. Oh wait, is that the right? No, he can't do that anymore. Wrong guy. He can search for a mountain, so he'll get more land. Let's see if he pulls out his all will be one. Nope, more removal, but we get one back. He had to kill his planeswalker to do that, which is always entertaining. And now we've got 6, so we're going to be able to play Virtue soon. Start pulling our creatures back. Makes me think I should wipe this now, so that I don't have to worry about that next turn. I think that was the right move. And now his whole plan has gone to shit, right? Unless he's got another one or another way to get tokens onto things. And there haven't been. I've seen a lot of people. All they play is Calendar, and all will be one. Basically, putting 2 things on their deck, and then like trying to make that work. Like that's what they're gonna do. A 2 card dependent deck is very difficult to run. I think you kind of need redundancy, right? Like you need a backup plan. And I think you should maybe 3 cards to a play set of each 4, right? 12 cards. But there are cards that could eat your deck alive if they figure out that you're using, that you just need that particular card. Or removal. But we can do cool stuff now. Like we'll bring you back. Oh, nice. We'll bring you. And you. There is an artifact. It's a legendary, so you can't keep a whole bunch of them on board. It's not too expensive. It's 3 to play. I think it's 3 to play and 3 to activate. And you can choose any card in the game, go through your opponent's library, and get rid of it. So I am building a deck right now, and it's a deck that's all around theft. And I'm going to use that, and it is going to destroy decks like that because I'm just going to get all will be one. That's what I'll do, and then he'll fold. That'll be it. That'll be it for him. That'll be the end of the game. So my deck didn't really beat him so much as I beat him because I know his deck, which is also a problem sometimes when you're playing. If other people can figure out what you're playing, my deck is clear what I'm playing. I'm playing Clerics, right? If there was some way that you could affect all, the tribe of Clerics, it would be a great idea against my deck. And it's of course susceptible to all the normal stuff like Farewell and see, always get a special card. I'm telling there's something up with the shuffler. So everything is a 2 except for Sanguine Evangelist over here, which is fine. Be a lot better if we had another land card in there. Oh, it's gonna be poison, right? Poison, probably. Yep, is poison. You should attack. See what happens. Okay, don't attack. Fine, be cool. You know what? We're gonna play you so that I can get you to 2. Just want to get. Normally, I would leave this to play and get Lumark down and Elias down here. I'm gonna call him Pilgrim. Get Pilgrim down here so that I can get more life, but I want him at 2 so that I can block, not lose him. Though he's not bad to lose because you can always bring him back, and he does the same thing that does Pilgrim does. When you lose a card, you can do some damage to the enemy, which is always good when you've got a lot of cards out. And this deck has a way of producing a few tokens. Like it can produce 4 or 5, no, 4 tokens. I think it's an even amounts. Yeah, it can produce 4 tokens in a turn if all things work out, which can be really great for setting off Sadistic Pilgrim here because that's 4 points of damage. You've got thrown out. That's 8 points of damage. That's a lot, right? Like 8 points of damage is, that's like how many? That's like 40% of someone's life total in general. So I'm going to do something that I always hate to do, but I don't see a way around it because I really want to get this creature out. We're going to keep you. Yep. This guy's deck isn't working out. Poison decks are normally quite nightmarish, but because my deck actually uses creatures, it's easy to get out. But like it again, creatures are fantastic, but you always lose to the control decks unless you can really get super speedy. And this deck is not always super speedy, which is one of the reasons I had to move away from it. I just was tired of getting just decimated by control decks. But because I'm still working my way up to epic, it's still pretty usable, I think. But it seems to be tier based. Like every tier you go up, which makes sense. But every tier you go up, I feel like you just see more and more control because it's effective. Okay, so you phased out those creatures. Now what you gonna do? Yep, you're gonna give him hexproof from black or white, right? All right, from black. Okay, impressive, very impressive. And we're gonna play this. Super tempted to make that Phyrexian, but we're gonna make it cleric. One more land, and we can pull out my good friend. We're going to attack with you. We're going to attack with you. We're going to attack with you. You know what? We're going to attack with you too. Nice thing about Throne here, Throne is colorless. This cannot give hexproof to a colorless creature, which means Buddy Boy's Jawbone Duelist, which is a nightmare creature at double strike with Toxic, can't get past him. I'll be honest, one of the reasons I started playing the Cleric again is because it can actually beat Toxic decks, which I feel is worth it. It's beating red in Toxic decks, which is, I'll bet you, like 60% of what I see today it feels like it is every other deck. You never see anything fun. Like you don't see, like, I go out and Timmy a deck like all the time. I'm like, gonna make it this happen, or like I've got a deck that makes endless mana. That's a lot of fun. I like, I got a deck where you get two cards down and the game's over, and but like and they're fun to play, but they're no good tempo wise against other people. You just get smoked. Oh look, hey, it's your guy. Rot Priest. Yeah, but what are you going to make him immune to? Okay. You're not thinking this through. Net deck or no net deck? I guess that's the question. And you're white, blue. Oh no, you are green. So maybe you've got something that you can jack that with. Contemplating every possible move. It's in these moments between the rope going down and me being able to play my card that's how I plan taking over the world. It's in these moments. That's why I need to be engaged. Come on, man. Oh, okay, there you go. But now how are you going to ward it? You see, you can't ward it. So, the guy beat himself. Got to know the cards. Got to know what they do. If you don't know what a mechanic does, figure it out. I got a buddy that I bug on Discord who's a judge. I bother him with questions. Hey, what happens if I do this crazy thing? Because I find Reddit can be dependable sometimes for answers to what's going on, but not always. That's for sure. So this is 3 wins in. Man, I got 4 and I never pulled them. I gotta go with this. I gotta go with this. It's too good. It's got all the juiciest. Actually, it's always juicy because the cleric decks do everything I like. They make life, and I love life. I just love it when I've got a whole bunch of life because it really makes you feel secure in this game. And a lot of stuff I do in this deck costs money. It costs life to pay. Like I got life, damage life, or damage land, and something else costs life to play. Another toxic deck. Who would have thunk it? Okay, so we'll play that, and you know what? We're gonna play this because that'll put out a bat, which will just take care of your flying guy. Does he have? He just has. Yeah, he just has toxic, right? So we'll attack with both of these. No, I'll keep the life gain. Your pet is a mole? Oh. Lame. Not like my pet with its dancing abilities, its ability to fire. Here, do the rainbow thing, man. Do the rainbow thing. Oh, rainbow thing. Ooh. He's gonna attack. Okay, so we're gonna block. Okay, let him come back. That's fine. Because I got two of these, I'm gonna get rid of them. Say goodbye to your creature. He go bye-bye into the trash. It's more of a recycle bin than a trash, honestly. Now even Exile is like a place you can dip into sometimes. And oh, we are definitely going to get rid of you because you are like one of the scariest cards in the game for me personally. That card does too many things. The fact that it can just kill enchantments and artifacts if it oh, it's so wrong. It's just too much. It's too much power in one card. Yeah, your Rot Priest is too late. It's too late for your Rot Priest, man. Screw you and your toxic deck. Oh no. That's too late. Yeah. All right. So I think that's 5. So we're up 70%. So that's the win rate on this deck. So let's play one more. See if we can get something something a little atypical. It's two toxic decks in a row, which I know this deck can beat now. Raleigh the Magnificent. Let's see. Raleigh the Magnificent. Based on your name, I'm thinking a green stompy deck. That's what I'm thinking. Nope, it's red. It's red attack. It's coming for you. It's so fast. It's red attack. Everything has haste. This guy's aggressive. Wakes up in the morning, beats his dog. That's how I think of red players. I'm gonna go down to the women's shelter and make fun of them. Well, that guy definitely plays red. Let's get rid of you. No life gain, but I got a voice. I just don't get the mix I need. I don't know about you. I know you're a cleric and you've got vigilance and you slow stuff down, but you know what? Let's get rid of that. I don't like that card at all. That card can get too big, too fast. It's gonna cost me some more life. Ooh, I'm getting smoked. I'm killing myself here. Yep. Oh, nice. Honestly, just for the ward and the size, the throne is great to get out at this point. That should stop most anything he throws at me, except if he throws something with prowess and then Voltron's it up. And let's play you, so we can take a look at this deck, see what he's got going on. And we're going to get 2 of those. And, oh, nice. Oh, yes, let's get rid of Atashi the Blazing Sky. Don't I get to do that twice because he's a cleric? Huh. I would have thought I get to do that twice. Well, that'll teach me. I might get rid of that card now. I thought it triggered. That's alright, kill that card. I can finally do some damage. Holy moly. Where are all my life? Where's all my life cards? Yeah, it's not optimal. We play you, you'll put a life card down, or sorry, you'll put a flying card down so we can block them. We'll put you down. One more. Do we have any life? Nothing. Does he have anything worth stealing? Nope, because I exiled that other one. Right. Okay. Block that. Oh, we can give it. Yeah, he can give it trample. Oh, I lost to red. That makes me always so sad. Oh, so sad. Oh, so sad, sad. Well, we can put up two more. Really wish I had life gain. Might as well attack with everything, because it'll kill him. One more, so we can get to second Syrian Diamond. It took me forever to get to Diamond. Like, holy shit. Normally I get to Diamond in 3 days. I guess I had to stop thinking about control and get into something a little more on the field. I've been playing too many loopy decks, and this deck's straightforward. It's as it's almost as straightforward as Slivers, honestly. You have another thing that does this? Yes, do this. Okay. All your things get more. Okay, I like all things with more. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go review this deck. I'm gonna stop now. I think I'm gonna trade out one of those cards for another Cleric. And yeah, if you're not Step and Razor and you watch my stuff, tell me I suck. That'd be great to hear.